Hello everyone, I am Rashmi and as you must be knowing that this is gonna be the English week. So as you know that this English week I have dedicated to idioms only. So today I thought to discuss with you 10 idioms which are related to which actually perfectly describes the narrow escapes from missing the deadline. Okay, let's begin the rush hours. Okay, so number one, in the nick of time. In the nick of time means completing a task at the very last moment. Something happens, or you complete a task at the very last moment. To avoid the negative outcomes of it. Okay, so for example, I completed my assignment in the nick of time before the deadline. Okay, second is at the 11th hour. At the 11th hour is it means to complete a task at the very last moment possible. At the very last moment possible. Okay, so for example, earlier I used to do complete each and every work of mine at the I used to work at the 11th hour. Seriously. Okay, it was my habit earlier actually. I don't know why. Okay, down to the wire. Number third is down to the wire. Down to the wire means something which is undecided or not completed. A situation or a competition can be which is not decided or not completed until the very last moment. Okay, so for example, the voting of all the members of the group went down to the wire, and I wasn't aware at the very until the very last moment. I wasn't aware until the last moment that I had been selected. Okay, so this can be down to the wire example. Okay, now fourth, beat the clock. Beat the clock is like finishing a task or a work, something before the deadline, like rushing towards. You are in a rush and you complete it, although it's not good, but people usually do, like me. Okay, so for this the example can be, I started my work I started doing my work this morning. I started doing my work, and and somehow I managed to beat the clock and complete it uh, till the lunch time. Okay. So this can be like, I started today morning I started my work and I somehow completed, managed to complete my work until the lunchtime. Okay, so this can be the example, like I was rushing and somehow I managed, so I beat the clock, beating the clock. Okay, so number 5, that is a close shave. A close shave is like a situation, a narrow escape actually, when you escape narrowly, a narrow escape, and you avoid a dangerous situation, or like a disaster or a complete failure. So that is a close shave. For example, we entered the hall just before they were winding up for. We entered the hall where the people were like taking the interview, and they were just about to wind up for the first round. Okay, so then at the very that moment I entered, it was really a close shave, like seriously. So this is how you can express your feelings. Okay. Okay, so let's move on to the next part. Okay, so number 6. Number 6 is cut it close. Cut it close means to to give yourself a very less room for errors in terms of time or space. For example, I finished my exam just before the submission time. It was just few minutes more to submit the exam. Okay, so then I finished. I really cut close this time. So okay, this is how you can express your feelings. Okay, number 7 is under the wire. Under the wire means to submit complete or submit it, your work, assignment, task, whatever, just before the deadline or a window of opportunity closes. So okay, then you submit, but very last moment, right? Okay, so for this, the example can be: I submitted my assignment under the wire just before the our professor was about to leave the class. Okay. Okay, now number 8, a narrow squeak. A narrow squeak means a very narrow escape from a danger, a failure, like that. Okay, so I had a narrow squeak while coming back to home. My scooty was about to hit a car. Once it happened earlier. Okay. Okay, now number 9. That is crunch time. Crunch time is like the time, the very crucial time when everybody is under pressure and they work really hard, extra hard to finish the task, the assignment, presentation. Like tomorrow we have to submit it, or tomorrow there is an exam, and this spirit, the under the extreme pressure, we have to work harder, we have to prepare for the exam, we have to prepare for the presentation, assignment, whatever. So that the time is known as the crunch time. Okay, so okay, for this the example can be, it's amazing that she wrote her speech during the crunch time, for her inter-house school speech competition. Inter-house speech competition. Okay, sorry. Okay, so it's like in her school there was going to be like in few hours, like 2 hours were left, and it was going to be the inter-house speech competition, and just in those 2 hours she wrote her speech. So that are the crunch time. So in the crunch time she wrote, so it's amazing that she wrote it then. Okay. So number 10, under the gun. Under the gun is like being extreme pressure, you're so pressured up, like to meet a deadline or to complete a task. Okay, so that is you are extremely under pressure. Just imagine yourself under the gun. So you are in extreme pressure, that much. Okay, so for this the example can be, it will be loved by the students actually. Okay, no, not loved actually. Okay, so this can be like I am under the gun, I'm feeling under the gun, because my exams are moved up to the next week. So like they are preponed, so that's why I'm feeling under the gun. So like that, the extreme pressure. Okay, so these are the 10 idioms which are related to which the last moment rush. Okay, so these describes those rushing time, our emotions and all. Okay, so that's all for today. Stay tuned to learn more idioms like this because it's an idiom week, and meet you in the next class. Till then, bye bye. See you.